Hello, my name is Dr. Nurmazilah Dato Mahzan. Currently, I serve as a member at the Integrated Reporting and Connectivity Council, which is under the auspices of IFRS Foundation. And actually, during the merger or the incorporation of the VRF, Value Reporting Foundation, into assimilation into IFRS Foundation, the previous members of the Integrated Reporting Board are all actually assimilated into the Integrated Reporting and Connectivity Council. And really, what we are doing is we try to build connectivity and interoperability between the reporting frameworks. As you know, under IFRS Foundation, we have the International Accounting Standard Board, where the accounting standards are being used by corporations, by companies, in the preparation of the financial statement. And the IFRS Foundation also formed the International Sustainability Standard Board, ISSB, and we are looking forward to see the launch of the two standards by ISSB, which are S1 on the general disclosure and S2 on the climate. So it is very important that with regards to the reporting that are being issued by companies, there are alignments. Yeah, so the connectivity between the information from the non-financial reporting as well as the financial reporting need to be aligned. So I think that's where we are looking into ways how to build that connectivity. And on top of that, I think it's also about trying to meet the demand of the investors, looking at more comprehensive view of the corporate reporting. I'm also currently sitting on the board of a few private companies. Yeah, the session that I spoke, a few minutes ago, we actually discussed on the role of the practitioners, the firms, to assist or to support their clients, the non-listed entities mainly, and we always call them the small and medium enterprise. Yeah, but one of the things that we advise or we spoke about is to look at sustainability in a bigger picture, and sustainability also affect matters such as environmental, social, and most importantly, the governance. So, and the tips that we shared with the firms are that they have a lot of roles to play. Yeah, if you look at how the companies, the small medium enterprise would need to start their journey, they need to start looking at the governance, who are responsible. They need to look at how the ESG matters touch on their value creation and their performance, the outcome and their output. And then they still need to start to look at, the risks. What are the risks? Risks coming from perhaps, physical catastrophe. For example, if the clients are affected by flood, whether the assets will be stranded or assets will be affected. And they also need to look at transition risk. Transition risk in the sense that whether there are changing regulatory requirements. Of course, among the accountancy fraternity, they look at the reporting requirements, but in addition to reporting requirements, we also need to look at other government policies such as tax policies, as well as other government incentives with regard to the initiative to move to the low carbon economy. So I think those are very important, and as their clients, the SMEs are going through the journey, the SMPs can be the advisors on various contexts. For example, they can assist in terms of the implementation, sharing knowledge, sharing technology, looking at the low carbon economy, and they can also help in terms of data collection, because the data collection with regards to data such as water usage, the waste management, the data on carbon emission. Those data are needed for the decision making as well as reporting. So of course, one of the common thing that the firms are helping their clients is in the area of reporting. Yeah. And finally is also about the need for assurance, and I think regulatory wise there would be regulation, and there is already regulation, for example for public listed entities, whereby the assurance is needed, limited or maybe reasonable assurance if they can, with regards to the information or sustainability data. So in that respect, the SMPs have many roles to play, and probably perhaps another part would be on sustainable finance. If their clients are actually applying for sustainable finance, the SMPs, the firms, can also help in the advisory, with regards to application for sustainable finance. So and this is where in order for them to do that, it's very important for the firms to understand the business of their clients very much, the industry, the business, the ecosystem, and that enable them to help to identify how the environment and social matters affect the business of the client, the sectors they are in. If they're able to really understand that, they would be able to assist in terms of materiality assessment and risk assessment, and as well as data collection and reporting. So that understanding is very important, and of course, in order to build that understanding within their team, the upskilling and learning would be very important as well. Actually, knowledge about environmental and social impact to business and to economy, to operation, should be actually disseminated to everyone in the organization. But to start with, perhaps they can have one special group, one group who are assigned with the function to explore more on sustainability, and they can start training this champion group. And this champion group can then in turn start disseminating and sharing their knowledge and information to others, and they can also be the group that can assess what kind of informations are needed, because as you know, there are many aspects of environmental and social. There are aspects with regards to the scientific implementation, technical implementation, and there are aspects with regard to also the reporting, and the communication side. So if we have that champion group, then they will be able to learn and as well as identify what more knowledge need to be there, and then they can start disseminating and sharing with the rest in the firm. So I think incorporation of sustainability information is actually would be more of holistic incorporation. It's not in silo incorporation. It's not a fragmented function or fragmented exercise within the group, but it has to be embedded and assimilated. So having that, that champion group, champion task force would be very useful to start with.